Good morning. We are in Bradford, Pennsylvania, and we're going to fly to, I'm trying to remember. We're going to fly to KERI, and then to Titusville, and then to KERI. So it's a pretty nice day today. It's a little bit windy, but it's not too bad. So we'll see how it goes. So let's get the plane started.
Temperature 18, dew point 14, altimeter 3019.
2143.
Automated weather observation. Bradford regional weather. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 17, dew point 12, altimeter 3025.
Let's get a flight plan loaded here. Bradford, that's the one. Okay. I think we're okay. Let the plane warm up a little bit here. Let's get on. Am I on Unicom? Yeah, looks like I am. Say weather.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Kilo Bravo Foxtrot Delta is clear. Visibility is 10 miles, winds are light and variable, cloud coverage is clear. Current altimeter is 3025. Temperature 18, dew point 13.
Say active runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf arriving and departing runway 14.
Okay. So let's look at airport chart. Alrighty, 14's up here, so got no taxiway, so I'm gonna have to spin around and do a back taxi and go up to 14. Excuse me. Since we have no tower, we're gonna be doing this by ourselves. So, kind of looking where things are. Alrighty. I'm gonna guess I gotta go out this way. No, wrong way. Sometimes when you I love it. It's real simple. I love it. It's a lot of fun. The fact I get to stream it, it's even better. So for what I want to do in a flight simulator, it's doing exactly what I want it to do. So, is there work to be done? Yes, there is. But I have full confidence that that will happen, and this is a starting point. This will get better, and so I gotta cross this runway here, and then I gotta make a left. So if I go out that way, that should be towards the runway. Yep. So excuse me. Yeah. So I'm very much enjoying it. So, and I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do. It's as many days as possible. I wanted to be flying, and then flying and streaming, and because I stream in VR, doing it in VR. So what I've been doing, and what I will continue to do, is I have probably, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 flight plans already done, and I think we need a bit more performance. If I would be brutally honest, we need more performance than what I had when I was streaming in VR in X-Plane 11. We absolutely do, and I've been assured from the developers that that is coming. That is coming. So I'm pretty happy with where I am right now. So where we are right now. So, but yeah. And from a VR user standpoint, and I'm just not talking about what. Oh, we gotta go a little bit further. And I'm just not talking about what you see, but from a VR usability standpoint, X-Plane, and this is just Bill's opinion, X-Plane stands alone in the VR interaction experience. And could spin around here, and I'll explain. It's important to know how I fly in VR. So let me get turned around here. Since there's nobody at the airport, I can hang out here. Turn around here. When I fly in VR, come on. It's uphill a little bit here. When I fly in VR, I have a physical yoke and I have physical pedals. And all other interaction I use with VR controllers. And this all works quite well. Exceptionally well, would be the right term. So if I want to do the flaps, when I come in here and go to hit the flaps, when that thing turns green, I feel my haptic. I can tell. I can actually just blindly go, not even looking, and I know I hit the flap lever. That's hugely important for a VR user, and it's what I find missing in the other sim. I find that tremendously missing. So, good morning, Downwind Sim. How are you doing this morning? So, without further ado, I got the lights on, planes trimmed. Guess we're gonna go fly. Whoops. That's important. Let's go fly. Excuse me. got a little bit of a cough. I don't know where the heck I got it at. Could be side effects from the COVID vaccine. Not sure. I thought I was dealing with it pretty well, but hey, that's okay. Alrighty, up we go. So we got a few clouds in the sky today, and frames are looking pretty good. All right, stay on center line, Bill. So I got to get on the heading of 289. So in X-Plane 11, I could have just turned my head and not leaned in too much, and I would have saw that. In 12, just the way I got to have my settings, that's not as easy to see. So, but I'll work through it. What I do see out the window though is way improved. Where like the trees and stuff are just awesome the way they look. So 289. So we'll go up a little bit. Make sure we're 500 feet or better above the runway here. So kind of just do a gradual turn here. So yeah, so slightly, Dave. Yes, I absolutely do. There are, like I said, there's a little bit of a performance issue, and maybe not quite as crisp as 11 was, but because they're bringing like this I forgot what they call it. But in other words, all the light is kind of calculated to be true to life. So it's part of it that then in a real plane, maybe you can't see a G130, G530 that well. So I don't know. That might be true. So it might be completely related to that. So we are in western Pennsylvania, and western Pennsylvania has a lot of oh, no doubt. I mean, even when I was when I first started in VR, and the headset I had was pretty poor as far as visual. The immersion just blew me away. Alrighty. Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to fly back over that airport. I'll just go out here a little ways just to get away from it. Got to get down a little bit, turn these things off. No. I've been at this for, wow. I think we're going on 4 years now. Shortly after Native VR come out from X-Plane, I bought my first VR headset, and I have never looked back. I was probably a week. I probably had it for a week, and was flying out of Erie, get screwed up and killed an engine. I was using Reality Expansion Pack, and I killed the engine, and I had to do a dead stick landing to get back on the runway, and yeah, never went back to 2D again. I was only in VR. Alrighty, maybe it'll work now. Oh, maybe this is the problem. Cursor, menu, activate leg. I think it's going there now. Yeah, maybe. Really? It's better coverage than what we have default? Really? Wow. I thought it looked kind of nice, so I'll be interested to see that. Is that something that you could easily like compare back and forth? Okay, I haven't flown in the Midwest, so okay. Okay, good enough, good enough. So the next airport is 41 miles away. I think I'm slowly getting on course here. There we go. Yeah. So we probably can't really call these mountains. These are like rolling hills of Pennsylvania. So, but this is in the pretty much forested. Yeah, I do. I do. I haven't recently, but I have flown like in the UK. I've flown in Spain. So kind of what I'm waiting for is Simhaven to release their version for X-Plane 11 or for X-Plane 12. And once they do that, then I'm gonna get that loaded onto my hard drive, and then I'm gonna start branching out and flying in a lot more places. Places that kind of what I planned on doing is fly to places I've been to in real life, not flying, but that I've visited, and just to see can you find places that you were at. You know, that's my plan anyhow over the next few months, I guess would be the right way to put it. So for X-Plane 11, I had Orbix True Earth for Great Britain, the complete package for North Central and South, and then I also had one for I think it was Southern Spain, and so I have flown to those places. So. Oh, okay, okay. I had never used that, so I'm not. I, I don't think I have. I'll have to look on my scenery directory to see. I may have gotten part of that. Excuse me. So this part of Pennsylvania, that's where the Kinzua Reservoir is. So they basically put a dam on the Allegheny River and then created a huge reservoir of water, and that the dam produces electricity. So if I remember correctly, oh, okay, okay, I got you, I got you. So if I remember correctly, there'll be like a little. It's not really little. It just looks little from far away. There's like a holding pond. So the way the dam works is at night they pump water up into this holding pond, and then during the day when they need more electricity, they release it from there to increase the amount of power that the generators can produce. So. my map out. Geotip. There we go. Yeah, so there's a marina, so and that could be it. So it looks like it's going to be kind of off on our left. So the weather's pretty nice today. I'm trying to fly like around 3,000 feet. That way I'm high enough that I ain't going to worry about running into any mountains or hills. And oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I was, my parents, this is, Kinzilla Reservoir is kind of in the Warren area. So Warren's kind of noted for Pennzoil. The Pennzoil refinery was started in Warren. So so it's got refineries. And in that area, there's a campsite called Chapman's Dam. And when I was growing up as a preteen, we would go down to Chapman's Dam probably 2 times a month. And at the time we went there, we would they were just building this Kinzua Reservoir, so they were just building the dam. So when they were building it, I mean, you're out in the middle of the woods here, so the truck drivers and stuff had to be careful because the dirt and stuff they were moving around, you may have a nest of rattlesnakes in your truck. So they had to pay pretty serious attention to what they had in their truck, you know. So that was all like just part of that experience, because there was a lot of rattlesnakes in this area. So probably not as much now, but at that time there was a lot. So I think over to our left here, that's that reservoir. So that's where they pump the water from, where they pump it to. They pump it up to this reservoir. So you can see that it is quite a bit higher in elevation. Let me see if I can do this without going too crazy. Do chase view. There we go. Yeah. So you can see this is where the dam is, right here, right in front of me. And that reservoir is over there. Kinzua. I think it's an Indian name, a Native American name. So, yeah, you can see it. So this is the dam right here, and this is the reservoir. And that actually is rendered like fairly well. That's pretty neat. Well, you can certainly see that the water's backed up there, and then it's lower over here. So, and this here is probably power lines. Yeah, it's power lines. So it's power lines from the power station down there out of this area. So pretty area. Lots of trees. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I better jump back. Kind of cool watching the plane get buffeted a little bit there. That's interesting. Not quite in the right place. Nope, still not quite right. Yeah, that's close enough. So 27 miles to go. And more than likely, yeah, this is Warren. So this is the town of Warren. So like I said, Warren is where, like, I think it's both Pennzoil and Quaker State are probably both in Warren because the town's a big refinery town. And not the next airport, but the one after that, Titusville, that's where Drake's Well was. That's where, basically, that's where oil was discovered in the United States, was at Drake's Well. So I think it's Alexander Drake. I think not sure if I got that right. Yeah, I'm just really curious what Sim Haven's going to bring to the table above what we have right now. So that will be interesting. Because I guess this new stuff, he's going to call it X World. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I'm just holding off. I'm not doing any ortho or any of that stuff. I'm just waiting. And I wanted to fly it pretty much native anyhow, to begin with, just to show the difference between X-Plane 11 and X-Plane 12. So Sydney Just on the xplane.org. He's been listening to all the comments about you know, that X-Plane 12 is just X-Plane 11 just updated a little bit, and so he did a screenshot between 11 and 12, and I mean it is like dramatic, you know. I mean, so I mean I'm sure he picked the location and all that stuff, but I mean, but it really showed what the difference is. So that was kind of entertaining when he did that. Mm-hmm. No, I don't know. Kind of interesting. I think it's better. I don't know. That's just me, I guess. But also I was running with the reality expansion pack, and I'm not doing that quite yet. So I went from the reality expansion pack on 11 to the native 172 on X-Plane 12. So that also is a bit different. So. Oh yeah. I was watching Iron Condor a couple of days ago now, and he was flying like on the edges of some building thunderstorms. That really looked good. I mean, I couldn't believe how good it looked. So where you could look at what the weather actually was and what you saw on the screen, and it was really close, where you could actually see the anvils and stuff on the top of thunderstorms. That was pretty slick. Yeah, that's absolutely. Hello, Crest Diesel. I mean, got to think about that one. I think VR in 12 has a little bit of work to be done to it. It sounds like in maybe one of the point releases of 12, they're going to focus on VR because Austin believes in a commercial sense that it's very, very important. So it will get better. Currently, I don't think this 530 is as clear in 12 right now as it is in 11. That's my viewpoint running the settings I'm running. Do I think it'll get better? Yeah, no doubt. But the experience is overall way better. Just how everything looks, how the trees look, how the weather looks, how the clouds look, all that is better. So that's probably my honest opinion, you know. And I've played around. I'm not done playing with my graphics settings, but I've played around with them some, trying to improve it. And one thing I know for sure, if on the show you where we at. Okay, let me make sure I had time. Let me. So this guy here, he's costing me frames because I have it off. And so I've turned this one down, that's up, but I've turned this off. It makes the 530 look a little bit better. But this is where my graphics settings are, right here. Where we're running right now, right today. No doubt. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And do I think it'll take them 2 years to get the bugs worked out? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I just don't. But and one thing I find quite refreshing, if you find a bug and you can absolutely reproduce it, and you fill out the bug report form, if it's reproducible, you will get a response. They will get back with you and give you a bug number that you can track. That's so important for a developer, you know, to be able to absolutely care enough about that report that they will get back with you and give you a bug number. So I really appreciate that. That's how they operate. So it's a smaller team, so that may have some influence, but that's what I've experienced. So alrighty, we're 11 miles out, so I probably ought to start looking for an airport. Probably don't need the map right now, but I do need an airport diagram. Well, not diagram, but information. Where are we going next? G2, I think. Yeah, KERI. So KERI is 1,700 feet. I'm at 3,000, so I'm pretty close to pattern. And we got 2 runways here. Got 1 runway, 14 and 32. So we'll see how this goes. So on the next runway, next airport, I'll be doing it's KERI Lawrence, and I'll be doing a touch and go there. And I don't know. Oh, CTAF. CTAF. TechCom 122.800.
Com 1 set to 122.805.
I don't want 05. TechCom 122.800.
Com 1 set to 122.8.
All right. Yeah, so today my frames are like in between 30 and 40, so. Say weather.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Kilo Foxtrot Kilo Lima is clear. Visibility is 10 miles, winds are 140 at 5 knots, cloud coverage is clear. Current altimeter is 3021. Temperature 172.16.
Nah, something ain't right. Say weather.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Kilo 8 Golf 2 is clear. Visibility is 10 miles, winds are 200 at 6 knots, cloud coverage is clear. Current altimeter is 3022. Temperature 172.14.
The active runway.
Aircraft calling Unicom, say again with your call sign.
Say active runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf arriving and departing runway 14.
Okay. That was the important part. Now, all I gotta do is find it. I'm kind of coming in on a downwind for it, so it says it's off to my left a little bit. And it is absolutely not obvious where it is. But that's the fun of doing these flights. Trying to figure out where the airports are. Amongst all the trees. Yes. You absolutely have to have things set up correctly for it to be an enjoyable experience. I will attest to that. But once you have it set up, yeah, it's great. It's great. I enjoy it a lot. Where are you? So it's 3 miles away. You would think I could see it, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of coming in at a little bit of an angle to it, but I'll probably end up flying over it. It's usually my luck. Keep saying it's on my left. And I'm 2.4 miles from it. There's a town over there, so it certainly isn't there. It's got to be here. Alrighty. So I'm going to give myself a little bit more power. And get myself set up a lot better for the approach. Because where I was coming in at, I wasn't happy at all with that approach. So, but I know where the airport is now. So I'll just turn out around here, do a teardrop back in, and I'll be on the downwind for runway 14. Yeah, on Pilots OCC, it took me some time before I got it to basically respond the way it should have. It absolutely did. So now if it doesn't work, it's generally something I did wrong. So okay. Let's get you down a little bit, put you down out of the way, get frequencies up. So let's roll back around here. Hopefully I can see this runway now. There it is. A little bit messed up, but not too bad, really. There we go. Kind of lost my place a little bit, but we'll figure that out. Okay, 7,600 the elevation, so. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 14.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Corey Lawrence Unicom on 122.8. Please repeat your request.
Alrighty. $1,700. So airspeed's about where I want it. Trying to be parallel. Want that runway at about the middle of my strut. Power back to 1,600. 1 knot to flaps. Try to get the plane to descend a little bit here. Looking pretty good. Maybe descend a little bit more. Oops. Looking to be about a 45. I'll say I'm good. Turn in here. Second knot to flaps. Not turn too steep. Let the plane descend. Okay. Looking not too bad. A little slow. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, turning final for touch and go, runway 14.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, this is Corey Lawrence Unicom on 122.8. Please repeat your request.
Let's see. It kind of looks like I'm a little bit low. But it could just be the trees at the end of the runway. Oh well. Those trees were really messing with me. Alrighty, up we go. I find it hard to believe they're actually there in real life. Alrighty, 204 is next heading. Yeah, and since it's a Unicom, if I like try to talk like you normally would on a, on a Unicom frequency, then he continues to interrupt me. So, alrighty, we're probably 500. Yeah, we're 500. So we'll try to turn to a heading of 204 and go on to the next airport. Yeah, that airport's a little strange because not only does it have trees at the end of the runway, it's got a pretty big hill there too. You can see it, you know. So that's kind of a little deceiving too. Is that all of a sudden it like sits on like kind of like a plateau right here. So that makes it a little bit challenging too. So I thought I could save it, but I don't think I probably had pulled too much power out. I didn't have enough energy left to be able to get the plane to catch before I come in, before I just sink right into the runway. So, but flying an airplane's all about learning. Alrighty. So start turning here to my next heading. Like quite a few railroad tracks down there. Which looked like a highway to begin with, but no, those are railroad tracks. Whoops. Excuse me. Alrighty, got to be on a heading of 204. I'm at a heading of 270, so. So we're about 18 miles to the next airport. And that'll be Titusville. All in western Pennsylvania. They called the place Penn's Woods, and there's still, man, a lot of woods in Pennsylvania. It's a pretty big state. It's like 300 miles across and about 150 miles tall. So, lot of diversity. There we go. Diversity of terrain and diversity of cultures. Up where I live, a little bit south of us, is pretty good sized Amish community that lives in that area. So it's pretty common if you're driving in that area to see horse and buggies, you know, driving on the road. So there's a bigger one at Lancaster, in the Lancaster area. So, but this one is kind of on the PA New York border. So. Mm-hmm. So far, the autopilot seems to be behaving the way I would expect one to behave. So there's been some discussion as to whether it's working correct or not. My problem is the last time I was in a real 172 has been too long ago for me to remember, and when I was a student pilot, we rarely used an autopilot, so it was mostly hand flying. So I've been trying to just on these flights, like, use the autopilot just to verify that it seems to do what it should do. So. So I put out a new version of Fly with Lua on excuse me, xplane.org. I think we're at 2,800 downloads, so not too bad. Had a bug or two at the beginning. Had a problem with some Linux users that were using. I built it on Ubuntu 2204, and they were using 2004, and it wouldn't work. So I figured out how to resolve that issue, and so I'm gonna provide two binaries, one for the more current Ubuntu and one for the older version. So I got that all built. I tested it on Linux. I've tested it on Windows, and when I get done with the stream, I'll test it on my Mac Mini to make sure that I didn't break anything, and then I'll update the one on the org. So the amount of people with an issue is pretty small, so I'm pretty happy with that. So, because there was quite a few changes, and didn't break anything adding them. So, and that the Linux issue is just a build issue. It's just how I build it. So, but the new thing it does, because OpenAL is being phased out by Laminar, I added Fmod support, and so I have the interior bus and the radios bus are now supported with Fmod. So you can use a script and play sounds through the Fmod buses, just like the aircraft authors do when they use Fmod. We use a different method to do it, but it's the same Fmod engine that's inside X-Plane now. Alrighty, where are we going? 6G1. Okay, elevation here is 1,500, so it's a little bit lower. Looks like we're 9 miles out. Put CTAP in. Setcom 122.900.
Com 1 set to 122.908.
Setcom 120.900.
Com 1 set to 120.9er.
You're not listening to me too well. Setcom 122.900.
Com 1 set to 122.9er.
Okay, we finally got it. Cool. So, do you think I got it right? 6G1. That's where we're going. Say weather.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Kilo 6 Golf 1 is clear. Visibility is 10 miles, winds are 140 at 5 knots, cloud coverage is clear. Current altimeter is 3021. Temperature 172.16.
No, it's Plane Command. It's by Lee Baker, the same gentleman that makes data reference tool. This is his voice plugin. So I've known Lee forever, and I started when I started using VR. I started using Plane Command. So and it actually works pretty good. Most of the time, I don't have any issues, but every once in a while I don't talk right or something, so. And I always have to check, make sure my mic's in the right place, so. Because I use a wireless mod mic wireless, and every once in a while I have it rotated up, and because of that, your voice isn't quite as clear as it could be, and so that kind of causes an issue. So, say active runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf arriving and departing runway 19er.
Okay. 19er. So that's 18. That's 19. Okay. So we're 5 miles out. Probably ought to get the autopilot off here. And we are high. Yeah, we're not that high. 1,500. So yeah, we're okay. So we'll see if we can find this airport. Mm-hmm. So if it's 119, then it's going to be off to my right at a little bit of an angle. So it's 3.9 miles. So I'm looking at this opening and the next opening as to which one it actually is. If I can find it quick enough, I'll try to do a straight in approach, but it all depends if I can find it quick enough. That doesn't look like a runway, but up ahead of me, 3.3 miles, I would say that's got a possibility. Yep, I see it. Alrighty, and so 2,700 would be pattern. So we're gonna see if we can get this bad boy to slow down here. And just do kind of like a left base. Trying to get enough power out where I can get the airspeed down where I can put a notch of flaps out. Got it. 1 notch of flaps. I'm certainly high enough. Probably pulled out a little bit too much power. I always have a hard time. I have a much harder time judging these than I do when I do a pattern. They're just, they're a little bit of a challenge for me. So I usually figure them out, but I find them not as easy as doing a pattern. So 2nd notch of flaps. That's all we're going to use. Get rid of the yokes. What I find is when you're in VR, every once in a while the controller will Titusville 6G1. At least that's the plan. Yep, we're a little high. I didn't even look to see how long this guy is. Don't see no pappies here. At least we don't got no trees. That makes it nicer. Alrighty, 19. Seem a little crooked. I don't know why. That was hard too. Really. Look at what I'm doing wrong. Wow. I'm normally not like that. Huh. Huh. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. That's what it told me. Yep. I'll have to do that. 336. So pretty much heading north. So right now we're heading south. I like flying to like different airports so that it kind of forces you to kind of figure them out on the fly. So it doesn't mean I'll always get them right, no. but actually I enjoy that challenge of trying to figure it out. So, Iowa Scotsman, how are you doing? I'm having a great day, great time flying in X-Plane 12. We just did a touch and go at Titusville Airport in Pennsylvania, and I'm on my way back to my home airport of Erie, KERI, Erie. So I'm trying to kind of go a little wide of this airport and then head north. I've seen you in a few out of the similar streams that I've been watching. So. All right, pull the power back here a bit. We got a few clouds in the sky, not too many. "34 miles, Erie." Oh, you streaming it? Okay. We'll have to be on the lookout. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, got you. So we're about 17 minutes from Erie. So we're going to KERI, going to Erie, Pennsylvania, where I learned how to fly. So what I've been doing for my cross countries is I'll pick airports to the south of Erie, and I try to pick like 2 airports in between. So I take off from some rural airport. Sometimes they got a tower, and then two fairly rural airports. Do touch and goes there, and then I end up back in Erie. So that's what I've kind of been trying to do with these streams, is that pattern. And you get to see some of the rural countryside of Pennsylvania. So it's kind of funny when you look at it. So this is all pretty forested. And then you look over here and there's like farmland, then forest kind of in between. So it isn't like they turned it all into farmland. So because this area is probably, yeah, this would be farmland for sure. This area probably dairy and beef farms. Could be some wheat and stuff too. So not real big ones though. Yeah, so all in all, I think I'm happy. You know, the fact that I can look over here and I can tell like what my distance is to Erie, without having to like lean my head in, and I can tell it's 14 minutes to go. That's kind of what I'm looking for in VR. I mean, I'm certainly not looking for a 4K image inside this cockpit. Just that's not how VR is right now. So. And that out in the out when I look out, that there's not a lot of shimmer, and there's a little bit of it, but there's not a lot of it. So the majority of my view right now doesn't have any shimmers. I can see the road is shimmering, but the majority of it is not. And what I do find interesting is if that road is shimmering, like the buildings don't. I don't know how they do that, but I've kind of noticed that. It's kind of weird that the buildings tend not to shimmer like that road, like the road is right there. It's kind of weird. In the same way, the majority of the trees don't shimmer. There's a little bit going on, but almost like it's the edges. It's not the mass of the trees, but it's like the edges of the forest are. You know, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird how this is working. Because I was reading a post by Sidney Just that was talking about frames and performance. And what he said was with X-Plane 12, that they're, at this point in time, pretty sure I got the quote right, there is a lot of low-hanging fruit that will improve the performance. And I thought to myself, that's a pretty bold statement to be making in a public forum for a laminar developer. so we'll see. But he absolutely said that. I was like, wow, okay, that's cool. I was kind of hoping that was true, but I don't know. I don't certainly have the kind of inside knowledge he has. So 21 miles out, about 11 minutes. Excuse me? So we're almost close enough. We should be able to see a lake. I'm thinking there's a bit too much haze to see that at this elevation. If we were higher, we probably could see it, but 3,000 feet, nah, not so much. So elevation at Erie is 730 feet. So pattern would be 1,700. So I'm about 1,000 feet above pattern right now. But we got a ways to go, so we'll wait till we get closer. Set COM1 standby 118.100.
COM1 standby set to 118.1.
So I put tower frequency and the standby frequency. So when we get a bit closer, I can figure out which runway we're running. So we're not going to be running either 6 or 24. If I was at 19 on the other one, then probably 24 is where it's going to be. But the winds may be different up by the lake. So. Excuse me. Yeah, so yesterday I took most of my X-Plane 12 VODs and put them up on YouTube. I got one that's like 4 hours, and I'm not putting that one up there. I'll take forever to get up to YouTube. So the shorter ones, the ones that are under an hour, under 2 hours, I got those up there. So I got an interesting comment on one of them on YouTube. Yeah, gotta love it. He excuse me. He says he's running a 3080 and an X-Plane 12. Looks really bad. And that Microsoft Flight Simulator is 100 times better. And I kind of like thought to myself, like, okay, 100 times better. That's real impressive. But the whole point was that wasn't a comment about the actual video. It was a comment about his system, not mine. So I thought that was humorous myself. So, but it is what it is, you know. I mean, that's kind of what happens, you know, when you kind of put your stuff out in the public forum. There's lots of people in this world, so. But what I'm seeing and what I'm trying to present is, oh, absolutely not, absolutely not. But what I'm trying to present is, what do I see? The same way as like the clouds and stuff. Like how do the clouds work? There's some craziness going on with those clouds right there that I hadn't seen before, but it is what some people have seen. And why is that? So you have like a band of clouds. Let me look at my dimensions. Okay, so there's a band of clouds. So in VR now, when I move my head, so I don't know if you can see this in the stream. So in the picture of the prop, if I turn my head to the left, you notice are you seeing the clouds go out to the left? Then when I turn my head back, they retract. That's a VR thing, you know? That's a VR thing. So we can see the lake now. Trying to think if I got enough time to play a little bit. Let me look at something. Okay, so I got cloud quality all the way up. I'm going to go down 1 notch. See if it makes any difference. No. Not that I can see. It's not a discernible difference if it is a difference. Then let's go the other way. Nah, it's still the same. It's still just kind of quirky clouds. So I'll put you back where you were. And quit playing because I got to land an airplane. But but that's the first time in all of my streams I've actually seen something like that. I seen it quite a while ago, but that's the first time I've actually seen that where I don't even know what kind of cloud it is. That's Stratus or Cirrus, I think, kind of like that. So yeah. And one thing I have found is there are graphical abnormalities that are in VR that are not in a 2D. That I have seen them, you know, where I go to exactly the same place and in 2D, and I cannot find that. And so there are things that are specifically VR related. So, and since I generally only fly in VR, that I'm seeing them. So, alrighty, we're about 10 miles out. So, are you happy? Yeah, you look happy. Say weather.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Kilo Echo Romeo India is clear. Visibility is 10 miles, winds are 190 at 13 knots, cloud coverage is clear. Current altimeter is 3015. Temperature 22.15.
Set altimeter 3015.
Altimeter 3015.
That is handy in VR. Because seeing those little numbers, I leaned in pretty good to see that it wasn't set right. It is now. And so I could have like leaned in and adjusted it, but I find it easier to do that. Alrighty. My airplane. Say active runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf arriving and departing runway 06.
No, really. Say weather.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf weather at Kilo Echo Romeo India is clear. Visibility is 10 miles, winds are 190 at 13 knots, cloud coverage is clear. Current altimeter is 3015. Temperature 22.15.
No. No. So, if I have winds of 190, so there's south. 190 is one over to that. 190 is way closer to 24 than it is to 6, so. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land, runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, good afternoon. Squawk 1200, altimeter is 3015, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 24. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 24, Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
There's a check mark in Pilot's Way HTC where you can tell it that if you do exactly what I did, where I basically told her where I'm going to land, and then that's what she'll how she'll respond. So, alrighty, got to find this. The airport's kind of blended in with all the gray, but I know I got to get over to the left a little bit here. So, looking for highways. That is Interstate 90. There was pretty good shimmers today. I don't know why, but it's making the runways pretty hard to see. So I know where it needs to be. Alrighty. When I roll around here, I should be able to see the runway. Yeah, because I can see where the runway is, but there's a lot of shimmering going on. So it's making it difficult. Because you can see the runway that's going from north to south. That's 220. And then there's one that crosses it. That's 24. 624. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf downwind runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf call turning final for runway 24.
Okay. So I'm probably a little bit wide, but I didn't come out of that turn probably as good as I should have. Okay. So like when I look at like the houses, most of the houses aren't shimmering when I look at them, like right here. But if I look at that runway, I mean a lot of it is shimmering, so kind of interesting. Alrighty. Back with some power. One notch of flaps. Okay. I think that's about 45. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf turning final.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf winds are 180 at 13 knots, cleared to land runway 24.
Cleared to land runway 24 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
So we got a golf course right here on the end of the runway.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf exit runway when able.
Yeah, I'll do that. I was just poor. Yep, poor and late flare, I agree. At least it wasn't a hard landing. Oh well. Some days you got it, some days you don't. And today I didn't have it. Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, clear of active runway 24.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, welcome to Erie International Ridge, contact ground on 121.9er, have a nice day.
Okay,
Ground
I will.
on 121.9er Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, ready to taxi to general aviation parking.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Alpha, Delta, hold short runway 02.
Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Alpha, Delta, hold short runway 02 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
Well, I made it here. Not happy with my landings, but that's life. Excuse me.
Cessna 6 Bravo Golf, cleared to cross runway 02.
Okay.
Cleared to cross runway 02 Cessna 6 Bravo Golf.
There's a guy that reworked this airport, and this is North Coast Air here. And that sign there actually does not exist in real life. But the sign said North Shore, not North Coast. Whoa! I kind of like went, that's not right. so I reworked this airport quite a bit, and I'm pretty happy with where I am. I'm kind of waiting until I can submit it with the Explain 12 assets, and but not yet. Alrighty, all the planes shut down here. Oh, another cross-country flight in the books. Not so sure what was going on with my landings. They were just not good at all. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. A little disappointed myself on the landings, but I was a little bit tired, like starting the stream, and it may have had an influence. So just never know. But the only way you get better is keep trying. So, so yeah. So I'll probably stream tomorrow about the same time, and about the same kind of distance. What I've been trying to pick is something around like an hour and a half or something like that. So and that's about what I worked out today. So alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for everybody who stopped by, and we'll be trying this again tomorrow. Kind of see what the weather brings, and today was fairly clear day. So, but just trying to show off what I'm seeing in X-Plane 12. So, goodbye. And if you enjoyed this content, please click on the follow button, and that way when I go live, you'll be aware. Thank you much. Oh, have a great day. My day got better by doing this. Thank you.